Keep California cowgirls from vanishing.
Welcome to the Urban Cowgirl Show. Training our horses and miniature cows in ranch versatility. Penning Rusty and Susie, our bull and heifer. Roping Rusty with Morgan horse Semi. Training Eve to drive cart. Training Eve to work over her haunches with a motor cow simulator. Training Eve to lay down. Training Eve to harness, pull a log. Training Semi to harness, pull a log on turf. Jumping at liberty to music, making our Morgan horses our partners. Training Eve on a cow roping simulator. Training on our driveway, which is covered by sand, so we have a straight track. Stepping over poles, jumping over crossbar jumps. Training in our trail obstacles area. Semi on the big steps. Morgan horse Sadie doing obstacles rainlessly.
Semi drives a cart. Sadie pulls a log. Sadie learns to pull a cart. Miniature zebu heifer Susie learns to drive a cart. Bull Rusty learns to pull a harrow. Eve, Semi, and Sadie are getting prepared for worming and vaccinations. Another show about getting ready for the vet, who's coming out next week to give shots and to help me paste worm. Now this is Eve, Firecrest Easter Eve. I don't expect her to give me any trouble at all going into the palpation chute. We'll see though. We haven't done it in a while, and you know, sometimes these things have to be reviewed. Okay, Katie is handling Eve. When you let her in, Katie, you stay on the outside of the far rail, right? And then we bring her in and make sure she's not going to be upset about being in there. And then we're going to very carefully close the back gate, which makes it a little bit more claustrophobic. So, one small step at a time. A little bit of hesitation. We brought a crop as an arm extension if we need it. But no, we just gave her time to say, okay, I'm not afraid. And then we're going to close it. And then we just usually, let me show you what we usually do. We just run this through here. Now, if we have to tie it, we will. But otherwise, it's just there in case we need to pull on it. We're going to do simulations until the vet comes out next week, every single day. And we're going to simulate giving shots, and we're going to simulate paste worming. So, I'm going to go and prepare the paste wormer, but I'm not going to have paste worming in there. I'm going to have applesauce. And I'll show you how I do it in a moment, because Katie will come to the camera and turn it on and watch me, and then she can do it tomorrow. Well, here's a little container of applesauce. Actually, this is an applesauce with a little bit of cinnamon, and the horses like cinnamon. And I'm putting it in a worm paste tube. Just squeezing the container into the tube. It's got a little cap here, which I'll remove. here's a funnel in case I needed it, but I didn't need it. And then I'm going to put the plunger in, remove the cap, and I'm going to say to Eve, who's admittedly my easiest horse, check this out, my darling. She's going to love it because it's applesauce. She's not going to be afraid of this white tube. She's going to actually ask for it. Here we go. Okay. All right, that's getting her ready to accept. I usually get apple flavored worm paste, but still it's wormy, pasty, and they know the difference. So even if it is apple flavored, but usually you see she wants more. Okay, now that's getting her ready for the worming paste. Now I've got just a plain old nail, and I'm not gonna sneak up on her. I'll do it here on the camera side. I'm just gonna be real big about it, like vets do, because you remember the vet has to put the syringe thing, whatever you call it, in. Vets usually know how to do this, but if a horse is unruly, it's even hard for a vet. And it doesn't have to be in the neck, by the way. It can be here in the chest. So I'm just being big around there. It can be here on the rump. So I'm being big around here. But my vet in the past has always done it in the neck. I'll see what her desire is next week, but for now I'm getting all three places ready. And now I'm gonna go boing with this nail. Boing. Now you see Eve is being real good. Now let's say she's gonna give one on each side, because sometimes they don't like to mix the meds. I'm gonna come over here on her main side, do the same thing. I'm being big. Then I'm going boing. I'm just making sure she feels this point. Boing. All right. Let me see what she says about in her chest. No problem. Let me see what she says. Now here, you don't want to go too far back, then you'd be in strike zone. I'm being big. Not sneaky. Boing with the nail. There you go. All right, well, Eve gets an A+, and I kind of thought she would, but it's been a while. Well, I took over at the camera again because I want to show you the unloading, at least this time, because sometimes people don't realize that unloading is just as important as loading and could be equally dangerous. Now notice that we have a bar at Eve's chest in this palpation chute. We have another bar leaning against the shed behind her that we could put back here on the palpation chute if she were a shorter horse, and she's not, so we didn't put it back there. But now I'm going to be letting you watch while we unload Eve, which means you have to open the gate. So we're dropping the lead line, and then you need to stay out of strike zone, and if she rushes out, stay out of gate zone, because the gate can slam into you. But you see Eve is being real good, licking her lips because she loves that applesauce. And now we're taking her back to her grassy area, and we'll bring the next horse to show you that horsenality in the palpation chute, getting her applesauce in a worm paste tube and getting her simulated vaccinations. As we bring the next horse through this gate momentarily, I'm showing you the tools we have ready here in case we need them. To the right of the post that you're looking at, which is to the left of the chair that we're using as a table, is a Monty Roberts dually halter. If we feel we need it, gives you a little bit more control than a rope halter would. We didn't need it for Eve. Next to the Monty Roberts dually halter, hanging on the post, is a metal cavescent, which gives you even more control of an unruly horse if you need it. Again, for today, so far, They're just sitting on the fence and sitting on the post because so far we didn't need it. We also have a crop nearby as an arm extension. It's sitting in that cone there. And we're about to bring Semi, Shadrach Triton Semi. She's coming over. She's gonna be probably a little bit more difficult than Eve, but we'll see, and you'll see, because we're showing you. Here comes Semi through the gate where we have our palpation chute. Now that Katie's done it with Eve, we're going to see if she can do it with Sam. Otherwise, we may have to use some tricks. We may have to give Semi some more confidence. She's looking like she's going to avoid it. Okay, and for Semi, I know it takes time to investigate, but she's walking in. Okay, and so we're just putting it through that loop, though, Katie. For now, just put it through the loop, but no tie. Okay, and then she's going to have to go a step further. So give her a clue. Wait, before you knock her legs with it. Either on her butt, a little bit of forward motion. See, that one back leg is going to be hit by the gate. Open the gate, open the gate. Okay, we're showing you. We're showing you some of the problems that occur. Now I'm going to move back a little bit and go and help if needed with my arm extension or a little bit of verbal cue. You want to open that gate more. I'm going to go and try to be in good position here to help. All the way. You hold her this time. See that back leg? Good, good. It's all right, Sam. I don't think so. Okay, so you stand at her head for a minute. Okay, Semi's also a little bit longer than Sadie will be. We might use the bar with Sadie. I don't feel we need it. The door is closed. We're going to give her time to feel comfortable there. And then we'll do the applesauce. We'll let them look forward to getting the applesauce as soon as they come in. And I'm going to let Katie stand there. You want to do the applesauce? And I'll be going forward if there's any question. You kind of have to push hard. There's still some applesauce left in there. Yeah, I on purpose left a little in there. Let's see what Semi says. Let her, like, yes, offer to take it. That's it. Every day, yes, every day some more applesauce so that they look forward to that white tube coming to their mouth. Did she get some?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now, do you want to try the nail? Okay, but remember to be big. Don't sneak up. Just be big, rubber, like a vet would do. And by the way, Katie's about the same size as my vet. And then there's the possibility, yeah, so you're just gonna prick her a little bit with that nail. At least today, it's just gonna be a very light prick. Semi seems fine. Look at her body language. Doesn't seem upset about anything. You're going to prick her in all the places after you've been big in all the places. In her chest, on her neck. Be careful there. Yes, stay out of strike zone. Yes, not too far back on the hip. Good, Sam. Good. Tomorrow we'll do it just a little bit harder. One small step at a time. Good. The chest. And the rump over there. There's one more thing I want to do with Sam. I'm going to pretend, I'm going to simulate being a vet. Watch. don't vets often have pails of some sort to carry their tools? So, here's my pail. Okay, so when my vet approaches her with a pail, hopefully she won't be any more concerned than she was just now with me. Okay, go ahead and unload. Now Katie's gonna unload Sam, trying to think ahead. If she's starting to back up because she knows that that's your plan. So be aware. It's all right, Sam. Okay, a nice latch, easy latch to use. All right, and a nice back out of the palpation chute. We'll turn the camera back on when Sadie is here. Here comes Sadie. This is my youngest Morgan mare. She's Eve's daughter. I filled up the worm paste tube to the brim with applesauce because I want to give her a lot of reward if she's a good girl when she first comes into the palpation chute. Again, it's been months since we've done this with Sadie as well. Let's see what she says. And I may have to go and do a little bit of visual block. Okay, you stand there. Let me close it. It's all right. It's all right. All right. Good. It's all right. I am going to put this in. It's all right. It's all right. So Sadie's more short-coupled than my other two Morgans, so I did put that back butt bar in. It did make noise, so I had to talk to her. Giving her the opportunity to ask for the worm paste tube that's filled with, yes, she's asking for it now. Yes. I'm going to give her plenty. Applesauce is easy, inexpensive, and yummy. Good. Now, let's be big. Show her that she's gonna have somebody come up on her side, and I'm sure the vet will do this too. Be big, she's been trained. And then we're gonna poke ever so slightly today with the nail. In the chest, in the neck, on the rump, not too far back. And I would say that Sadie is getting an A+2. Okay, we're going to unload now, remembering to pull the butt bar out. Open the gate. In case she rushes, stay out of the way of the gate. Stay out of the way of the horse. So, this is the day of reckoning. We've got worm paste in a worm paste tube. We've got applesauce in a tube. This is Sadie. We're going to give her some applesauce, and you can see that she's loving it. And now we hope that, without getting her upset, we're going to give her some worm paste. Yeah. And then some more applesauce. You see, she knows the worm paste is pasty. Ooh, yucko. But okay, now she doesn't trust the applesauce. Yeah, let her know, let her know. So I don't want her to distrust us. Katie's helping me again today. This is Shadrach Sunshine. Sadie, my youngest Morgan filly, and you see, she says, I don't trust you now. I don't trust you, but that's okay. We will get her trust back again because even though we've successfully administered the apple-flavored worm paste tube today, we'll keep giving her some applesauce in a worm paste tube for a few days so that she trusts us. Shadrach, Triton Semi, my stallion's legacy. There she's getting her applesauce in a worm paste tube. Next, we'll see how she behaves with the worm paste, which is apple flavored, which has, again, a different consistency. They really ought to try to make it more like applesauce consistency. But at least Semi's taking the applesauce afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Sadie didn't trust us one bit after we gave her the paste. So we'll be doing some more applesauce with her for the next few days, so she'll trust us again. And every time we put him in the chute here, we also do a little bit of the nail prick phenomenon so that when my vet comes on Tuesday, they're already desensitized to vaccinations. There you go. Good. We be big. We've shown this in the past. So I'll only turn on the camera again if there's any problem. We're just going to do it on both sides, both on the neck, on the chest, and on the hip. Firecrest Easter Eve. She's been our easiest all along, but the drill is the same with her as with my other two Morgans. We're going to give her some yummy applesauce. She's a little bit inquisitive, huh? I'm not sure about that. Oh, there you go. She's happy with the applesauce. And then we're gonna kind of sneak in the worm paste tube. And then more applesauce. The only one that didn't trust us one bit is Sadie. Okay, we'll be working on her, regain her trust. And now with Eve, we're gonna do the prick, although she has been really easy with vets, even for vaccinations. That's her personality. Now I hope to be able to show you when the vet actually comes out how it goes doing the vaccinations on my three horses. Reckoning, here is the vet, Dr. Kristen Wallace with Sadie, my youngest Morgan mare, in the chute. And all we have to do today is vaccinations. We'll turn the camera on to show you how it goes when we actually get there. Here's another side. We're actually just doing a little bit of an exam before we do the vaccinations. Sadie, so far, looks quite stress-free.
Good girl.
We're doing a mouth exam now.
Good girl. Think about floating your teeth and stuff.
I know I wanted you to check teeth, but not this time, right?
Yeah, not this time.
Okay, we're gonna float the teeth maybe next time. But Kristen is about ready to have a baby, so we'll wait till after that. Here's the actual shot.
Good girl.
Done?
Yep, done with that one.
Done with that one. Now, what will Sadie say about the one over there? See, that chute is helpful, but it's also claustrophobic. And is it strong?
You're fine, it's just your neck. That's a good girl.
Nobody likes to get shots.
It doesn't even hurt. Needle isn't even touching it.
Our nail simulation wasn't halfway as bad. Uh-oh, wait a minute. How about in the chest or on the hip? They're making it a little shorter by moving the bar, the chest bar over towards Sadie. Now she knows that this is coming, you know, so she's going to be even more resistant. Katie, can you come and hold that?
You're doing that to yourself. It's kind of silly. Somebody else is doing it. And I can go at you with the beats right now. I'm just grabbing a little skin. Yeah, you like to scratch, huh? There's one.
Seems to help to scratch her.
Yep, that's two.
Okay, all done with Sadie's vaccinations. Little bit of resistance. They sure know that it's Kristen and not us. But you know what? Kristen's just about the same size, looks like us, and yet, boy, do they know. Okay, and now the strangles. Strangles is just a liquid that goes in the nose, but you know, you want to make sure it gets in there and see how they tend to throw their heads. Now, you know, I didn't practice strangles.
Strangles is a hard one.
Yeah, we'd have to use water, and I don't know if that's even safe. All done. Eve is getting her exam with the stethoscope. You can see how relaxed she is.
Heart sounds good.
Heart sounds good. Now the teeth exam. I'm pretty sure she'll just let Kristen look right in her mouth.
And her teeth
Feel.
are fine.
Her
right
teeth
now.
are fine. Good, she can feel it. And here come the right side neck vaccinations. You see how good Evie is being. She's really very amazing when it comes to letting people do stuff like that to her. Okay, now strangles. Let's see what she says. You're only seeing Kristen's back, but I think you'll see that it just a little bit of a head throw after the liquid went in. That's it. We've shown you how we got ready for spring vaccinations this year.
Our cast of characters: Sadie and Eve, Sammy, Rusty, and Susie. Heifer calf Sela. For more information, www.cowgirlchannel.com.